This is Chris York. At the tone, leave your name and message. I'll get back to you.
Hello, Chris. I heard your parody you did about my movie. I wasn't very happy. I might have to break both your fucking legs.
Eyewitness accounts say the creature has teeth, leathery wings, a beak, and claws. It is a vampiric creature associated with witchcraft, often the servant or familiar of a witch or witch doctor. So it's a lightning, vampire, Thorbird. Hairy man on man. And these flightless bats that he suggests will come about hunt on the ground in packs using echolocation and just eat everything. Bigfoot may have tickled somebody's balls, aliens may have anally probed people, and your Fortean Slip Daily Dose starts now. Hello, people, and welcome to the Fortean Slip Daily Dose, which may have to be renamed to the Fortean Slip Bi-Curiously Weekly Dose something. I don't know yet, but it's gonna continue. And from now on, I don't know if I'll be able to have him regularly, but I will be having as a co-host, at least on occasion, Mr. Fred Dunn, official artist of the Fortean Slip programming. Welcome, Fred.
Thanks for having me, Chris. I'm excited to be here.
Fred is Canadian. We will not hold that against him. I'm practically Canadian. I'm pretty sure Maine is the penis at the other end of the country that sticks into Canada.
That's an apt description. That's exactly how I would have summed it up. And if you guys want at home, every time I say "a," everybody can take a shot.
There you go.
Little Canadian drinking game. Actually, it's odd. I don't think I say it that often, but knowing tonight that I put that out there, I'll probably say a lot.
No, Fred is actually not that far from me as the crow flies. No. However, there is a huge fucking river that separates Canada and Maine, so to take a straight drive to Fred is next to impossible. You have to go up and around. But by car, he's only like, Christ, 5 hours away from me.
Yeah, that's not far.
Not far at all.
Well, we got pretty much the same climate, the same weather.
Oh yeah, same time zone. Days. We might as well live in the same fucking place.
Do you guys have those ugly little black squirrels down there too? I guess you're technically across from me.
No, we don't have ugly black squirrels. We have the little red nasty motherfuckers.
Oh, the red ones.
Yeah, they just sit there and
yeah.
Those fucking things. But anyway, so I'd been kind of lax on doing the Daily Dose because of other projects that I've been working on and trying to do production pieces and the bedtime stories, and I've been working pretty heavy on my blog, which if anybody hasn't gone to see it, theforteanslip.blogspot.com. Updating content all the time and so on and so forth. But I wanted to get back into doing this, and I had asked Fred if he was available, and he said pretty much his nights are fairly free. He does a lot
of art. Other than drawing, I am free.
Yeah. The man is a fucking machine when it comes to artwork.
Yeah, I do a lot of drawing. I like it.
And if anybody has not been to Fred's YouTube page and clicked on a few ads on his videos, please do so.
By all means,
youtube.com/dreadfun. Do that at droves. Just go. Yes, go to your friend's house, start his fucking computer. Just put on one of Fred's playlists and stick a kid in front of it and say, every time an ad pops up, click on the ad. And then continue watching the videos.
I'll take it. And you never know, you might learn something about art.
I'd fucking take it too.
For sure, yeah.
But so I wanted to get back into doing this, and this week they announced that the X-Files is going to return for 6 episodes. And they're going to have the original cast. I don't know how much of the original cast is going to come back, but they're going to have Duchovny.
So far we know Scully and Mulder, correct?
Yeah, Duchovny and Gillian Anderson are going to return. They're going to have Chris Carter.
Yeah.
I do believe he is going to... Yeah, he'll be the executive producer. It's going to be... I don't know if he's going to... If he's going to direct all of them, it doesn't say in this.
Yeah, it doesn't.
In this article, but he is on board, and of course he was the creator. So
he's going to give it the feel.
Yeah, but hey, now we were talking about this before the show too. You said that the movies ruined it for you.
Well, yeah, I was big into the old TV show. I wasn't really online. I didn't really hang out on computers. I wasn't on any forums or anything like that. For me, I watched the X-Files TV show with my wife and kids when they were younger, and we really loved it. And then the wife and I went to go check out the actual movie, and we felt, I don't want to say insulted, but it almost felt like, that was like an extended episode. I was expecting something big and spectacular.
Now, are you talking about you're talking about the first movie that they made, right?
Yes, okay. Way back, yep.
See, now, I liked the movie, I liked the tone of the movie, but I agree with you that it was kind of an extended episode. Why did we need that? We didn't really... And then they went back to the TV show, and it seemed to me like none of that really got resolved ever. Which,
again, made it more frustrating, and eventually we pulled away. It just wasn't worth the trouble anymore.
Yeah, I stopped after a while. I was a huge fan.
That's the only place I could get that conspiracy theory type of stuff that I'm into now, and all that kind of, the paranormal and the other side of the darker occult type things, and the X-Files on TV prime time. Like, it was the place you could get that dose, that feel, and it was a phenomenon. I can remember listening to that music and getting pumped, going, what kind of weird, twisted thing are we going to look at now?
Oh, I can remember my girlfriend at the time, one of my girlfriends at the time, I had gotten done dating at the time, my high school sweetheart. I don't know if you'd call it dating. We were together for quite a while, and started seeing somebody else. And she's like, you totally turned me on this fucking show. She's like, I couldn't stand it. I had no desire to watch it, and now like I want to like sit down every week with you and fucking watch it. It captivated a lot of people, and it hooked me early on. Like the early episodes, I can't remember which one, as far as the pilot, whatever. There's one where I believe it's a kid. He's writing all these ones and zeros, and then they figure out it's one big fucking picture on the floor. And then there's the one where they go to the Antarctic base, and there's the fucking worms that are getting under their skin. That fucking episode, to this day, the special effects are not the greatest, but it was creepy enough that it made my fucking skin crawl when I watched that shit. And
that guy that could stretch himself out too, and would use his own bile. I like that. And the thing I think that did it for a lot of people is, at least for me, it was the after episode discussion. Like, I mean, a lot of times you'd have talks, not just with the people that you watched it with, but I mean, anybody that would say anything about X-Files, you'd be like, man, it made you want to communicate with the rest of the people and find out, what do you think of that?
One of my favorite episodes too was the where they're looking into the satanic cult, and there's the one woman there, and I can't think of the name of the actress. She plays she's in the show The Blacklist now. She plays Mr. Kaplan. I'm not going to go into that whole thing, but so anyway, she in the episode, big spoiler, she's like Satan.
Right.
And you remember, like, there's the whole cult there, and there's like people. That episode, I could sit down and watch that episode over and over and over again. It's just well put together. It's creepy. It's got that air of the occult, and that's what drew me in with the X-Files. That's what really fucking pulled me in.
Yeah.
And now,
and it was great acting too. I thought like it really like I mean, and the thing is that even though sometimes it seemed really far stretched and way before Google, when you can go online and find out what everything was based on and how much truth is in it, it really it was just never seen anything before.
no, and it had memorable characters, the cigarette smoking man.
Yeah, the smoking man.
All the different, the assistant director, was it Skinner? I can't think of the names right now.
Yeah, Walter Skinner, I believe.
So now we've got X-Files though coming back for 6 episodes. Like I was running around with a fucking huge hard-on when I heard that they were even in talks about this, because I love the fucking show.
See, it wasn't even a speed bump in my life at the time. When I read about it, I was like, oh, well. And then I started talking with the wife, and we started thinking about the old episodes. And I don't know, maybe it's the fact that there's been a stretch of time, and I'm definitely going to check it out. But I don't know. I don't know how excited I'm going to be to stay on for all 6. It's going to take a lot, because we're a lot more jaded now. I mean, what are they going to do?
All right, well, here's the problem that I have with it. And granted, I'm excited. Okay, so I don't want anybody to take that I'm shitting on what they're doing, but it's a fucking mini series. It's gonna be like a big movie, basically. I'm assuming what they're gonna do is they're gonna go with that whole idea of what they did. Did you see True Detective? That came out recently on HBO. So. Okay, they did the same type of thing. 6 episodes. It was one little thing. It followed a whole story. Now, I don't know that they're going to go with that route, but my problem is, look at the last movie that Chris Carter put out for the X-Files. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What did I pay to watch?
Yeah, it's almost... that's what a lot of people say. It was insulting.
Oh, the last one. The one where they hadn't done a movie in a long time. They hadn't touched the show in a long time. Oh, God, my throat. Ugh. Don't do that, Fred.
What's that?
Swallow smoke. Ugh.
No, not good.
That sucks.
We'll be burping it up later.
So anyway, they came out with this fucking movie, and it just, I don't even know what it was. It didn't even really. It's like its own standalone thing. Yeah, Mulder and Scully were in a relationship. It's like whoa.
And it had that. It had that girl that was in the whole 9 yards. She was in it as well. Amanda Pete, I think. Is that the one? It was like a 2008 release.
Yeah, it was later on, but it had Billy Connolly in it, and he played like a fucking pedophile.
Didn't even watch the entire thing. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
and that's that's why I'm not like, all right, like, yeah, I'm like excited. Yeah, show me some X-Files. Show me some X-Files, and then I go, oh, but you remember that movie?
yeah, and you're probably going to tie up all the loose ends I don't care about, and not resolve any of the ones that really matter.
Yes,
that's the thing. I'm glad. Great, Scully and Mulder got together. Yeehaw! And I do remember, and I did like that angst between them. But you know what? Sometimes you got to give up the chase and move on. And that's what I was always hoping for in the movies, that part of it would just be done. Like, okay, we're.
Yeah, but the way they brought it together in that last one, I was just like, whoa, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of I don't know if I'm so much jaded about it, but I'm excited at the prospect of something decent. But at the same time, I'm extremely cautious. I'm just sitting back going,
Well, you know what? Life has had a nice way of humbling some of those bigger names that are involved in this project, and maybe they will be coming at it from a much more honest, creative place. Because, you know what I mean? Like, when you're very successful and things are going all well, you know...
And then everybody knows that you jerk off to internet porn all the time.
Bingo. You know what? Things don't go well. You're on like, what do they call that? Not the Comic-Con circuit, but it's sort of similar to that.
They've both stayed relatively active in
the X-Files community. Yeah.
Well, no, in entertainment. I know Gillian Anderson. I mean, she hasn't done a lot of great things. I haven't seen the Netflix show that she just did, because I know that she's doing a show on Netflix. I don't know if it's been picked up for anything or, whatnot. And I know that Duchovny has done Californication, and I haven't watched it. I've heard it's really good.
Yeah.
But I personally haven't watched it. I don't know if it just didn't appeal to me, the idea of it. I'd probably love it, but I don't have enough time to watch fucking 50 million TV shows.
That's it. Like, and X-Files is coming back for 6 episodes in this modern era, where they are not just competing for other shows on cable, but they're competing for people's time at video gaming, at internet, at Facebook, whatever you want to say. A lot of people are invested. They're like, okay, are you going to take... each episode's an hour long, so 6 hours of my life.
Dude, I've already got the fucking Flash and Arrow and whatever else is on that's comic book related.
Bitch. I watched the first episode of Arrow.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's okay. So, all right, yeah, and it's hard. Like, but you and I have talked about this before. It's difficult to get through, but if you can get through it, there's a lot of really good shit there. Like, there's a lot of really good canon stuff.
Yeah, and I'm liking the way that the writers are approaching it. It actually, with my only criticism of the Flash one, was the fact that it seemed like they were trying to and make it a comic book, trying too hard. Whereas in this, just the first episode I watched so far, it's not a badly written episode, and the guy's not a half-bad actor. I actually found myself enjoying it.
Well, I think the thing that makes it workable for me is that he comes off as a young Oliver Queen. Like, because the Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow that we know, that you and I know from the comic books, is an old veteran.
Yes.
Okay, and the guy that we're seeing here is the guy fresh off the island, ready to kick ass.
Very handsome. I mean, he's got some scars, but he's still checking himself out in the mirror with his six-pack going, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's a young stud. Yeah.
So yeah.
Oliver Queen classically was. I believe he was. Well, you know what? A lot of those characters, when they were written, even Batman, they always envisioned that he was in his mid to late 30s when he became Batman. I mean, can you imagine being in your mid 30s, deciding today is the day I'm gonna swing from rooftops?
No,
I'm done.
No,
I'm done.
I gotta roll out of bed in the morning. I can't even lift myself up. What the fuck are you talking about?
But I do like the approach, like, I mean, and actually what I really enjoy were the flashback scenes showing Oliver Queen, and that's when I realized, oh, the guy's not really that bad of an actor. He's a good actor. It's just the character, the way they're presenting it, he's very stoic, and I can see what they're setting up, and I actually, it's interesting. I didn't think I'd like it, but I did.
Oh, cool. Well, you'll have to let me know as you go along how you like it, because I'm into all those shows, and I'm ready to ready to make space for the X-Files.
Well, that's what I mean, X-Files, and they're gonna get a shot at my attention, like many other things, and that's the thing. Like, just their name alone is going to get a lot of people to check it out. Then they've got to produce. I mean, they can't just go on their name alone. They're going to have material. They're going to have it. And I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what kind of.
Well, you got to remember it's going to be on Fox too, so they're not, and they're going up against these other networks slash whatever you want to call them. Netflix. I don't know if you call Netflix a network, but where they're releasing stuff all at once. It's uncensored. It's not nearly as tame as the stuff that's on TV. They let a lot of stuff go. Like I'm so excited for Daredevil. It's not even fucking.
Actually, I've been looking forward to that. I remember the old years ago. Was it the old Hulk show when they did the Matt Murdock?
Yeah, they did do some Matt Murdock stuff there. And
I was upset with the physical package that they presented. I'm like, okay, he looks like a blind ninja. All right, yeehaw. And that's so far what they've got with the Daredevil in this TV show. But I don't know, something about it. That actor actually, I don't know. Again, Ben Affleck always leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And I have to look forward to him being Batman.
He's going to do fine. He's going to do fine, Fred. It'll be all right. So. It'll be all right. Breathe. Mm-hmm.
We are breathing.
But yeah, I'm looking. I don't know how the X-Files competes without, besides its name, on these new levels of entertainment. I don't know how it comes out. But then I see stuff like The Flash, and The Flash holds up, and it's on CW.
Yeah, and really, like, and that's the thing with Netflix and a lot of their programming. Like, it is top-notch, production-wise, written-wise. Like, the content sometimes can be a little more adult-themed, but that depends on what you're looking for. And man, it's going to be hard. You're going to get a lot of people that, might DVR it or whatever, TV or TiVo it or watch it at a later time. But, I mean, still, they've got to make it at least compelling enough for people to pull themselves away and spend that time.
Yeah, I'm excited.
They're not going to do it with the same.
I'm obviously gonna watch it, Fred. Yeah, I'm obviously gonna sit down and give it a fucking shot. I don't know that I'll make it the full 6. I mean, it's 6 episodes. Probably probably gonna be riveted for the 6 episodes. Let's face facts. But I'm very, very cautious about it because of that last movie. Because it's like, really, that's what you fucking put out for me, was that piece of horse shit. So,
and it was the movie in between that one for me that did it, and I did check out that movie. I couldn't even. It was atrocious.
Yeah, and so I don't know that I don't know that they can, if they can come out of the gate running, and really give us something decent to follow. And take us back to maybe something, bring us back to the TV show of old in a way that, that's new and fresh. I don't fucking know, Fred. I really don't.
What truth is left? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, we are knowledgeable. We know a lot more. Like, it's not, they're going to have to come up with something very interesting. Like, I mean, they're hopefully not going to go down the Slender Man route or something like that. I mean, they've done the aliens, they've done all that, but I mean, there is a lot more. It just depends. I can't guess which way they're going to go, but hopefully Carter's been paying attention and realizes that, you know what, I'm going to have to do something that's not different for the sake of being different, but different in a way that's going to progress these characters, these stories. We take it off, like 13 years later, whatever, 10, 12. Okay, here we go. Let's take it from there.
Yeah, and he's got to catch me. He's got to catch me quick in the beginning. And I hope that happens. I hope that it's all the way through solid, good writing. I hope that they can, get a lot of the original cast back so that it has that same feel. But we will fucking see, Fred.
Yes, and that's it. And that the name alone is going to get a lot of people to check it out, whether or not they can keep us.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm skeptical, but I'm on.
I'm with you. I'm on board. I'm gonna check it out.
This has been the Fortean Slip daily something.
Daily Dose.
It's something. I'll figure out a name for it. Thanks to Fred for joining me. Like I said,
It was a pleasure.
hopefully we can hammer this out where him and I can do this regularly.
Yeah, I'd love to. We could talk about all kinds of subjects.
Absolutely. I will be doing the news tomorrow, hopefully with Steve, and I have no fucking clue as far as topics for the show this week. It's one of those days. Check us out. The blog on YouTube, obviously you're already there. Check out Fred's YouTube channel. And have a wonderful evening.